Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and this is like probably the 18th time that I'm trying to record this video. So this is a story time on my senior year of high school when I got a sew-in that was a hot mess. Okay, here's a little backstory in the situation. It's my senior year of high school and I'm transitioning from permed to natural. So my real hair, honestly, every day was like a bad hair day. Like my roots, my new growth was coming in. I could barely do anything with my hair. Like if my hair wasn't in a bun, like a little messy bun that I couldn't even comb through, like a really nappy bun, or two braids, or like braids that I got professionally done or like straightened, then I was having a bad hair day. Like twist outs wouldn't work, braid outs wouldn't work. None of those like natural hairstyles would even work for me yet because my permed ends were looking so thin and crazy. Senior year, you take your senior pictures. So senior pictures came around and I'm like, okay, for my real hair, I don't want to press it because I don't like how it looks when I press it, and like I really don't like a lot of things that I do to my hair, so I'm definitely gonna need to get a weave. So, I didn't really know anything about weaves. When I was watching YouTube at the time, because I was watching YouTube already back then, I was watching a lot of people who was transitioning from, relaxed to natural. So I was watching those kind of videos, natural hair videos, but I was not watching any type of weave videos because I didn't wear weaves. So I really didn't know anything about what hair was good. Like, I remember at that time, like a lot of people would talk about like Remy hair. Like, people were wearing bundles already, but like in terms of people around me, like in school, like Remy hair was what they was like, bragging about. Nobody was even on that virgin hair level yet. I knew that I could not afford no Remy hair. So I'm like, okay, I don't know much about hair, but I know I'm not going to end up with no Remy hair. And as for who's going to end up doing my hair, I didn't have nobody to go to for that either. So I had to, ask around, like people around me, like, oh, who did your sewing or whatever. And I guess I'll go there because I really don't know anybody. I needed somebody that was going to charge me like a calm little $75 and that's it. Because I did not have like 100 was, kind of pushing it, like, buying the hair, paying for the sewing. I was just a cheap high school student and I was broke. So this girl that I was cool at the time, Rose Eyes, she recommended me to a lady that she used to go to. She recommended me and my best friend to go to this lady that she was going to at the time. And that girl, her sewings were fine. Like, they were never bulky. It was just a regular, like, it was nothing to brag about. Like, at the time, it was acceptable for that time that we were in. Now, looking back, definitely wasn't anything special, but it was good enough, So she tells me the lady and gives me her information. So I called the lady, I let her know that I'm coming, and fine. So one day after school, mind you, this is like literally the evening before, like the night before I have to go take my senior pictures in the morning. So I go to her and I tell her what I want. So I tell her I want a regular sewing. I want leave out in the middle, like a middle part would leave out, and then the rest would have weave. Very regular, standard type of process. So she's like, oh, you don't have a perm, so it probably wouldn't come out looking that, it wouldn't work because you don't have perm in your hair anymore. Like, I still had permed ends, but the roots were, it had been about maybe 6 months, 6 months since I got a perm. So, I had a lot of new growth, and she was saying, oh, your new growth wouldn't get straight. I had straight weave or whatever. So she's like, oh, let me give you an invisible part sewing so that, you don't have to deal with blending your real hair. So now I'm kind of apprehensive because, like I said, I didn't watch YouTube videos with weaves or whatever, so I didn't even know what invisible part sewings look like. Like, everybody around me got sewings with leave out or sewings with a bang where there was no leave out, but that was it. Like, I never knew anybody who had an invisible part, so I was really confused. So I'm like apprehensive, but I go to the hair store, I buy the hair that I need, and mind you, I didn't even know what kind of hair was good or whatever. Like, I picked some random hair that seemed affordable and I just brought it to her and was like, hair. Like, and then when I came to her with the hair, she was like, oh,
they could have sold you a better hair than this.
I'm like, okay, whatever, bitch. So anyways, she starts doing my hair for the invisible part sewing. So now she braids my hair back in some like big bulky braids. Like that's all I remember. I remember the braids were not neat and pretty and old foundation on fleek. No, they were bulky. So I think once she put the braids on my head, she put some type of like gel all over my hair, some type of thing or whatever. Cause I remember that I had to go under the dryer with it. So I'm under the dryer, and then I come out from under the dryer, and then she starts doing the sewing. So now I couldn't really see what was going on, I think, because when they're doing your hair and they kind of turn the chair away from the mirror, so you can't really see what's going on while it's happening. So I'm just sitting there real nervous, like all the way shook, because I'm like, I take my pictures tomorrow. If there's something wrong with my hair, I'm not gonna be able to fix the situation. It's like, boom, I gotta leave here, go home, wake up in the morning and take these pictures. So now she's done with the sewing, and she's all like, oh my God, yeah, this looks so good. Honestly, I feel, looking back, this could have been the very first time that she was ever doing an invisible part. Like, I feel like I might have been either the first person or one of the first people she was ever doing this on. And I better not have lipstick on my teeth. So she's like, oh, don't tell anybody that I charge you $75. Tell them I charge you $100 because, this is a lot of work. And she was like all proud of her work. And I'm sitting there and I look in the mirror and the sewing is extra bulky. Like, I look like I belonged like in the 1950s. You know how they had their wigs that was like real big on top? That's what I look like. So I look in the mirror and I'm like, why is it so bulky? And she's like, oh, it's gonna be bulky because da 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 da. I don't even remember what answer she gave me, but I'm pretty sure it was dumb. And I remember there was a hairstylist, in the chair next to where I'm at, and she's looking at my head and she's not saying anything. Like, she's just looking at it, but she never like complimented it. Mind you, the lady that did my hair is like, oh yeah, like she was so proud of herself. So I'm here like literally like boom, I now have a problem on my hands because this is exactly how I did not want my hair to look. So now I leave there and I feel like almost crying. Like, I'm walking to the bus and I'm just stressed because I have to go home and figure out how I'm gonna rectify the situation. I get home and I'm looking at my hair in the mirror. This woman left like dried up glue, was showing all on the weave. How? I don't know. Like, I've never seen nobody's weave with dried up glue, but mine's had dried up glue. So I get home and I'm like trying to flat iron the top that was bulky to see if there was any way it could like flatten down, but it couldn't because the braids were bulky. Like, there was no fixing it. So the next day I go to school and people are like a couple people told me like, oh, the hair looks cute, like it's flowing the way she like cut it, and but they were like, why is it so bulky and why did this woman leave glue showing? Like, what did she do? And I'm like, yo, I don't know. Like, I'm really tight right now because I have to take my picture looking a damn fool. Like, I even brought my flat iron to school to see if there was anything that I could do. No, there was nothing I could do. Like, flat ironing it was not changing anything. 6 days went by, right? 6 days went by of me being embarrassed about my hair. Mind you, for my senior pictures, we didn't wear a graduation cap. Like, there was nothing on my head. So I didn't have anything to hide the fact that I had a bulky sewing. That was my biggest issue. The fact that I knew there was no way that this could be hidden in the picture. Like, it was gonna show no matter what. So now 6 days go by and I'm ready to take my sewing out because people was telling me like, oh, you should have went to so-and-so, or you should have told me, I would have told you to do this, that, and the third. Like, I'm like, well, thanks, it's too late now. I already have this bad sewing in my head. So now 6 days go by and I'm in Burger King with my best friend. So I had got to a point where I would try to bobby pin the part that was bulky, like try to like, the invisible part tracks that were like glued, I would try to like pin them down, and clearly that wasn't helping me look any better, but I don't know, in my head, it was gonna help me. So I go to Burger King and this guy's like, oh, excuse me, miss, like, look in the mirror, your hair is like, lifting up, because basically what happened was the track that I tried to bobby pin started to like flip up and my scalp was showing. It was like really, really one big hot mess. Like, I'm not lying. So then I'm like, oh my God, like I'm looking in the mirror with my friend all about.
I was like, oh my God, help me. Like, I look so dumb right now, like, help.
So then we stand on the line to order our food, and then the lady at the register, she's like, oh, who did your sewing? Like, she was like, who did y'all sewing? Because my friend had, you know, the sewing from the same person, and it wasn't looking that hot either. So she's like, oh, it's flowing right, but like the construction is just, you know, sloppy. Like, oh, take my number, you know, I could come to me next time you want your hair done. So my friend took her number, and then I just leave there so embarrassed because I done had 2 people back to back tell me something negative about my hair. So I went home, and you know what I did? I made my friend take my sewing out. I was like, you know what? This is $75 down the drain because I was never getting a sewing to get it to wear for only 6 days. I planned on wearing it for like a good month or 2, you know, maybe like more like 2 months is what I would have did if it actually looked good, and if it wasn't a freaking invisible part. And looking back, I wish I would have known. Like, I wish I would have known so many things, because an invisible part sewing, can you even leave that in as long as a regular sewing? You probably can't. Like, I don't know, I don't wear those and I don't know about those, but looking back, I really wish I would like stuck to what I wanted, because even if my leave-out didn't get bone straight, I could have fixed that on my own with my flat iron. Like, I could have like got it straighter with my flat iron. Like, the thing that killed me, once I got my proofs in the mail from the picture, like my face looked really pretty, my smile was pretty, but my hair looked a mess. And because of that, I ended up never even ordering a copy of my picture, because that was just how turned off I was by the hair. Like, the hair ruined everything for me. So yeah, when you go to somebody to do your hair, you're kind of taking a chance, because it could come out great, but there could also be a chance that they just do something that you were not expecting. And like, looking back, if I knew how to do sewings when I was in high school, or not even sewings, if I knew how to make wigs like I do now, I would have been set, because I wouldn't have went through that, you know? Like, I could have just did my own hair, and if it comes out bad, boom, I just have to blame myself. But to know I went to somebody, paid them to do this, to do something, and it came out looking terrible, like if I tried to do it myself, like, yeah. So moral of the story, make sure you go to somebody. Make sure you get recommendations from more than one person. See a lot of their work, their Instagram, you know, make sure you do your research, because people will have you out here looking absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, that's my story. Thumbs up if you want more story times. I got crazy stories that, you know, I've experienced, but I had to start off small. I don't want to give y'all no wild stuff. Like, I have to ease y'all into the madness. So yeah, that's my story. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.